Welcome to SciFlux. Here, you get daily coverage of the latest scientific research. Every day, we bring you new research in a clear and simple format so you can stay informed without wasting time. Like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment to stay connected and help this channel grow. And if you want each new research delivered directly to you, join the SciFlux newsletter. This study presents a hybrid deep learning model for accurate flood prediction in Venice, combining convolutional neural networks, CNNs, transformer layers, and Swallow-Kolmogorov-Arnold networks, SCANs, to capture both local patterns and long-range dependencies in complex hydrological data. Key points: CNNs capture local influences, such as immediate effects of wind or tide on water levels. Transformers model long-term dependencies, incorporating prior hours or days of environmental data. SCANs efficiently learn highly complex nonlinear functions for robust predictions. Trained on 2 years of high-resolution meteorological and hydrological data, the model achieved Nash-Sutcliffe efficiency, NSE, approximately 0.99 and RMSE, 3 centimeters, outperforming LSTMS and standalone transformers. It maintained performance with limited training data and under simulated extreme flood events. This approach provides a highly reliable tool for operational flood early warning systems, enabling precise real-time forecasts for Venice and potentially other vulnerable coastal cities. By integrating advanced AI with environmental modeling, it significantly enhances resilience against rising sea levels and extreme weather events. This research investigates the impact of invasive species on the subtropical Yungas forests in Tucumán, Argentina, with a focus on Ligustrum lucidum, glossy privet. From June 2020 to November 2023, researchers conducted systematic sampling of tree saplings across selected sites in the Horco Mole Experimental Reserve and Parque Sierra de San Javier, applying various experimental management techniques to test control strategies against non-native species. The study aimed to evaluate how these interventions influence the ongoing invasion by L. lucidum and other less abundant invasive plants, and how these dynamics affect the composition and health of native woody plant communities. The resulting dataset provides critical insights for developing targeted conservation practices, restoring forest ecological integrity, and safeguarding the unique biodiversity of the Yungas forests. This research reports the discovery of Saprosma nuichuaensis, a previously unknown plant species from Nui Chua National Park, Vietnam. Scientists conducted meticulous morphological comparisons with related species, such as Saprosma ternata, examining features including terete branches, smaller leaf blades, and distinctive verrucose seeds. These analyses confirmed it as a distinct species, with detailed illustrations and a preliminary conservation status provided. This discovery not only adds a new species to the botanical record, but also underscores the richness of Vietnam's ecosystems and provides crucial data for conservation efforts within the protected Nui Chua National Park, highlighting the importance of documenting biodiversity. This study reports the discovery of Begonia shunzhii from Guizhou Province, China. Researchers conducted detailed morphological comparisons with closely related species, B. qingchengshanensis and B. puerensis, confirming it as a distinct new member of the Begonia genus. Importantly, the species has been assessed as endangered under IUCN Red List criteria, emphasizing the urgent need for conservation measures. This discovery not only enriches our understanding of plant biodiversity, but also underscores the critical importance of protecting rare and vulnerable species. This research investigates the previously unexplored microalgal communities within the Velamen-covered aerial roots of Epiphytic Vanda orchids in the Philippines. Through a detailed floristic survey, researchers identified 16 distinct microalgal species, including 4 each from Cyanophyceae, Bacillariophyceae, and Chlorophyceae. Notably, 15 species are newly recorded for orchid Velamen roots in Asia, and 3 rare species were documented for the first time in the Philippines. This study expands our understanding of microalgal biodiversity in these unique habitats and provides essential taxonomic and distributional data, highlighting the potential ecological roles of these microscopic communities. This study examines the taxonomy and distribution of Pseudoernestia, a small Amazonian genus with 2 species exhibiting distinctive floral traits and scattered distributions. Researchers conducted a comprehensive revision using herbarium records, detailed morphological analyses, and advanced imaging. The work confirmed P. cordifolia in Venezuela and Brazil, primarily on rocky outcrops, and P. glandulosa in French Guiana and Guyana, favoring lateritic soils. Importantly, P. cordifolia is classified as endangered, while P. glandulosa is least concern. This revision clarifies species identities, habitats, and conservation statuses, providing a critical foundation for protecting these unique Amazonian plants. This research investigates recent changes in ocean tides along China's southeast coast, focusing on the principal lunar semidiurnal tide, M2. Tides, historically considered static, are critical for navigation, coastal infrastructure, and estuarine ecosystems. Using nearly 2 decades of satellite altimetry data, JSON 1 through 3, ENVISAT, ERS2, and measurements from 13 tide stations, researchers applied an advanced harmonic analysis method incorporating a time-varying mode to capture gradual shifts in tidal parameters. The study identified hotspots of change in major estuaries, the Yangtze, Pearl River, and Nanliu, where M2 amplitude increased by 2 to 4 millimeters per year and phase lag shifted by 0.8 to 2.0 degrees per year. These variations are linked to human-driven alterations in water depth and coastline geometry, including dredging, land reclamation, and modified sediment transport. The implications are significant. Amplified tidal heights, combined with global sea level rise, elevate coastal flood risks, while altered phase lags affect tidal currents, navigation, sediment transport, and marine ecosystems. This work highlights the dynamic interplay between human activity and natural tidal processes, emphasizing the need for continuous monitoring and adaptive management to safeguard densely populated coastal regions. This study examines how the Southern Ocean controls winter Antarctic sea ice extent. Antarctic sea ice has shown surprising trends, expanding despite global warming, then recently dropping to record lows. Understanding these dynamics is crucial, as sea ice regulates sunlight reflection, ocean circulation, and marine ecosystems, with global climate consequences. Researchers use satellite ice observations, ocean temperature and salinity data, and climate model outputs. Advanced computational tools, including NCL scripts and IPython notebooks, allowed simulation of ocean behavior, tracking heat pathways, stratification, and processes like warm water upwelling and current shifts affecting ice formation and melt. Findings show how upper ocean stratification traps or mixes warm water, how fronts and eddies transport heat to the ice edge, and how regional deep currents create complex sea ice patterns. These insights refine climate models, improve predictions for sea level rise and weather patterns, and clarify impacts on marine ecosystems. Quantifying these ocean-ice interactions is essential for understanding Antarctica's role in the global climate system and forecasting its response to warming. This paper reviews biodiversity conservation in China, examining both theoretical frameworks and practical implementations. China, with its rich ecological diversity and iconic species like the giant panda, faces the challenge of balancing rapid economic development with environmental preservation, offering lessons of global relevance. The review synthesizes scientific literature, government policies, and project reports, likely using systematic analyses to assess trends, effectiveness, and spatial distribution of conservation initiatives. It highlights strategies such as protected areas, ecological restoration, species reintroduction, and community-based programs. Case studies show successes like species recovery and park expansion, alongside challenges including habitat fragmentation, pollution, and socioeconomic pressures. The work underscores the role of funding, policy, and public engagement in driving outcomes. By connecting theory to practice, it provides insights for other nations, demonstrating scalable models and the importance of political commitment. Overall, this review not only chronicles China's conservation efforts, but serves as a reference for global biodiversity strategies, guiding international collaboration to address biodiversity loss. This study investigates Europe's potential to achieve self-sufficiency in critical raw materials for electric vehicles, a key component of sustainable transport and energy transition. The EU aims to secure at least 10% of its demand through domestic extraction by 2030, reducing dependence on external sources for lithium, copper, cobalt, natural graphite, and rare earth elements. Researchers mapped and quantified Europe's reserves, projecting extraction under a high development scenario. The findings are mixed. Lithium, nickel, and copper show sufficient potential to meet or exceed the 10% target. However, cobalt, natural graphite, and rare earth elements are unlikely to reach self-sufficiency, with no projected European production for rare earths. The study emphasizes that domestic mining alone cannot meet all needs. Achieving resilience requires combining increased extraction with circular economy strategies, recycling, reuse, and product longevity to reduce overall material demand. This analysis highlights both the promise and limitations of Europe's resource strategy, underlining that powering the green transition depends on responsible management of finite materials alongside innovation. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, join our newsletter to stay informed with the latest discoveries shaping science and innovation. See you tomorrow with a new round of breakthroughs. Take care.